welcome back to my channel. I am Amber from Amber's Books and More, and today I have the Aesthetically Pleasing book tag. So this book tag was created by Book Syrup. I will leave the original video as well as the questions all listed down below. So this is basically a book tag that is all about how books look. And books are beautiful, and so I am definitely ready to talk about some beautiful books. So let's jump right in and get started. So question number one is the best color combo on a book cover. So the color combos and things that I enjoy a lot on a book cover are anything that has a galaxy type theme or a galaxy color, so like purples and pinks, and I love it if it even has stars on there. I'm a sucker for a galaxy print or a space cover. So I have two, one's a series and one is a book that I want to kind of show you as to how I enjoy the color combos. So the first one is basically the entire, I can't remember what these are called, the series, These Broken Star series by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. So like this one has like a blue and green kind of galaxy look to it. Book two kind of has more of an orange and pink kind of color, but it still is very space-like and very galaxy. And my favorite of the series is definitely their Fractured Light, which is, I believe, the last book of the series, and it's pink and purple, and I just love the color combo of pink and purple. Like anything galaxy that has purple and blue, purple and pink, orange and purple, orange and pink, like those three colors kind of put together in any way. So I definitely picked this series up just because the covers were so beautiful, and I actually ended up really enjoying this series, so I'm definitely glad that the covers caught my eye. So the other one is one that I haven't read yet, but it's the Smell of Other People's Houses, and hopefully I can do this without too much of a glare, but you see it also has like a pink and purple with a little bit of blue with stars. That's just the kind of color combos that I enjoy. So question number two is the best typography or font on a cover. So for this, I also have two books that I want to mention. So my favorite type of typography or font on a cover is definitely like a signature or cursive, you know, like handwriting kind of style. So the first one is, this one is Passenger. This is by Alexandra Bracken. This is from the Passenger duology. I have Wayfarer. It is also really pretty, but I just really like the way that it looks almost handwritten in the cursive and everything. I'm a sucker for cursive. The other one is kind of a different cursive style, but it is Nevernight by J. Kristoff. It's not like a connected cursive like most handwriting is, but it's still like a very fancy type cursive, and I really enjoy the way that this one looks as well. So number three is the best simple cover. I actually don't usually prefer simple covers. I like a lot of color and a lot of font, and I just like when it has a lot going on. But the most recent one that I've gotten that has a beautiful simple cover, and I ended up not really liking the book that much, but was Artemis by Andy Weir. So this is very simple, just has the writing and kind of the outline of the moon a little bit here, if you can see that. Yeah, it's very simple, and I love it, and it gives like, okay, this is happening on the moon, but I didn't really like this book that much, but I do really like this cover, so I will be keeping it, especially because it is also one of my Book of the Month Club books, so it's technically like an exclusive cover, so I will be keeping that. Another simple cover that I really like is actually like a special edition one, and that is the Vampire Academy special edition. It's a 10th anniversary edition, and it just has the rose, and I'm hoping that this doesn't get too much of a glare, but it just has the rose on it, and it's really simple and really beautiful. So number four is the best end pages, and I knew immediately which one I wanted when I saw this one. This is The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding by Alexandra Bracken. This is a middle grade, which is normal because a lot of middle grade has really pretty end pages, but a lot of YA, like some YA does, and usually adult never does, but the end pages for this are like old portrait, you know, like the, what is it called, the shadow portraits, you know, where they took off the side. I can't remember what it's called, but that's kind of what it is, and it's it really fits in with the story really well if you read the story, but I just enjoy how that looks because it kind of almost has like a gothic type feel which really plays into the story really well, and I love those end pages. Okay, so number 5 is the best map, and that one immediately came to me as well, and that is going to be In Ember and the Ashes by Saba Tahir. Both of the books of the series both have really pretty maps, which happen to also be on the end pages. Let me take this cover off for a second. So you have here like the overall land, kind of like a zoomed out part of it here, but then on the end you have the actual academy, and on the second book here, because there's parts in the second book where they actually spend most of the time in this area, and so the maps for the second book are more zoomed into that area, and I just think that the way that they were done, they're just very beautiful, and they go with the like overall like feel of the entire story. They're very kind of like Russian, you know, kind of feel to them, and I just absolutely love these books with the maps and just everything about them. So number 6 is the best naked hardback, and here's where we're gonna get into some, because I love a good naked hardback. So the first one is actually the Sleeping Giants series. The first 2 books are out, and so these look pretty plain on the outside, but once you get on the inside, you get some of the most beautiful books that you have ever seen. So the only thing that I wish is, because this is book 1, and book 1 has the hand on this side, and then it has the giant robot head on that side. This one has also another hand which plays into the story on this side, but it is just like stars on the back. I wish that they would have kind of put something on the back like they did this one. I'm not exactly sure how the naked covers are going to look for the next book yet. They've only released the front cover so far, but these are absolutely beautiful, but I do have a couple more. So another one that I absolutely love is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is, as far as a YA book, one of the most beautiful undercover naked books that I've seen in a very long time. I absolutely 100% love this naked book. And also, I know that you guys have seen these before, so I'm not going to pull this one out, but the Illuminae and Gemina, they have like the writing on it. That's also one of my favorites, but I also have an adult book. So this one was a little surprising for me. So this is Lisey's story by Stephen King. It looks very plain with just a shovel here, but when you get underneath, that's where the magic happens, and it looks like this underneath. This is so beautiful. It actually doesn't even have like Stephen King's name anywhere on here. It does say baby and baby love, and then it has Paul here. These are all to do with the story. So basically, there's kind of this world that the main character can go to, and during the day it is this colorful, lush, beautiful, wonderful, healing place, but at night it turns black and white and gray and dangerous and crazy, and so it kind of shows from day to night here, and it goes in with the story so well, and it is absolutely one of the most beautiful naked books I've seen in my life. So number 7 is the best back cover. So I don't really pay attention to the back covers very often. I mean, you can use the Sleeping Giants, but that's only on the naked cover, so it doesn't really count for me. But for this one, I'm going to go with The Hate U Give by Angie Thomas. So on this one, on the front, you have Star Jones, which is the main character, who witnesses her friend that gets shot by police. And on the back of this thing, in kind of like a foiled fashion, where you can see his hands, and kind of like where he has his hands in his pocket, is Jaleel. And it's very simple, and it's very powerful once you read the story, and I love the way that they did this cover so much. Alright, so number 8 is the best chapter headers, and for this I'm going to have to go with A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. It's very simple chapter headers, but they have, this is not technically a chapter header, it is it's separated into parts, so this is like a part separator, and then when you actually get to the chapters, the top of the chapters all have like a dagger here. Every single one has the one dagger, and I absolutely love it. Like here's part 4 of the story, and it also has a dagger. So I absolutely love these chapter headers and like part header pages. I love them so much. So number 9 is Best Illustrations, and for that it is hands down the Harry Potter series and the new illustrated editions. Here is Sorcerer's Stone. I also have Chamber of Secrets. I have not purchased the third one yet, but here's Hagrid. I don't know if you could see him. Here's Hagrid. There are just such beautiful, like every page has a little something. There's Dudley, and where he kind of looks like a gorilla. And let's get to look, here's Hagrid passed out. Here's Dumbledore. They're just really pretty. Jim K illustrates these, and he does an absolutely wonderful job on these, and I cannot wait to pick up the third book because it is even the most beautiful one that I've seen, but I'm waiting for a sale at Half Price Books to go and pick that up. Okay, so I put up all those books because I was running out of room, so I figured I'd just run and put them up really quick, and then I would start with number 10, which is The Best Spine. I also have a couple of answers for this one as well. So the first one is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I love the way that it is dual colored right here, so it kind of like splits the colors down the middle. I really like the way that they did that. I also really like The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black, the way that it has the hand up here at the top. And I also really love the Lunar Chronicles. This is the last book, Winter, but they all have kind of the theme of the, characters. This is Snow White, and so it also has here with Cress, which is like Rapunzel. It has part of her hair down here. They all do that, and I really love the way that that looks. Ew, get back in there. And then I also really, really love the Girl in 6E series because they have the a silhouette here. Silhouette, that was the word I was looking for earlier, but this is the silhouette of the woman here on the cover. And then I have one more that I like for some reason, but it is Emma in the Night by Wendy Walker, and just the way that they have it broken up like that, I don't know why, but I really love that. So number 11, I'm sorry, is your favorite cover on your shelves. So this one was hard because there's so many covers that I love. It was really hard to just narrow it down to even one or two, but I do have to say, even though I have not read the book yet, so it's kind of cheating, is A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica Cluas. I love this Rose on Fire thing that has been kind of an obsession for me. It's like an image of a flower that is on fire. I don't know why, but I absolutely love this. When I saw this cover, I knew I had to pick up this book. Even if I don't like the book, I will definitely keep the covers of these books. I have to. They're just too beautiful. Then another new favorite of mine, which I absolutely love, are the new covers for the Diviners series. So I have the first book, The Diviners. This is by Libba Bray. I love, because this is 1920s New York City, so I love how this one is neon purple, and it has some broken pearls here. The second one is neon, this is really awkward, let me put that down. This one is neon yellow, and it has this creepy guy kind of in the woods with this old house. That makes total sense for you have to read these because it makes total sense, but I just love how bright and yellow that is to contrast that really creepy image. And then the last one is Before the Devil Breaks You, is this neon blue, and it has this woman kind of falling or levitating, and once again it absolutely completely goes with the story. It's creepy, but yet it's bright, and I love these covers. Oh my god. And then quickly before I go, I have to give a shout out to the covers for A Long Way to a Small and Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. This is the UK edition, but I also kind of like the US editions. I'll put it here. It's very 1980s sci-fi kind of look to it, and it's absolutely, it's funny, and that's why I love it. But I absolutely love this one as well. It's just not my top favorite, but I do love, of course, it's got the galaxy thing going on, so of course I love it. Alright, so that's it. That's all for the aesthetically pleasing book tag. Please check out the original video down below, and until next time, have a great day wherever you are, and I love you. Bye!